how did you feel when you finally saw Cody do the 1, 2, 3, and it was over?
Shit, I'll tell you exactly what I said.
It's the Lame Guys Podcast.
So we are here, episode 24, the Lame Guys Podcast. What, we're like 10 minutes for past WrestleMania just ended, maybe 20 minutes or
I
so.
think it's about 20 minutes. Yeah.
Guys, WrestleMania 40 just ended.
In the books.
In the books. Not only did WrestleMania 40 just end, Roman Reigns' legendary run is over, bro. It is over.
1,316 days, bro.
Yep. So we'll get into it. We'll get into it. So we're here, episode 24 of the Lame Guys Podcast. We decided, you know what? We'll wait till WrestleMania is over, and we're gonna bust out an episode this way. So we're here, guys. This is gonna be an all wrestling episode, all post WrestleMania episode here. So where do you want to start off with, bro? But with first, bro, because there's a lot to unpack here.
Gosh, I'm just speechless to what we just watched.
Yeah, I mean, you just want to get into the main event. I mean, we just had it happen. So
Okay, so yeah, screw it. Okay, so typically, yes, we for WrestleMania, there's night one, which was Saturday night, and we had a wild night one for that. But we just ended with Sunday night two, the main event, Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns 2, and oh my god,
I'm still coming down, bro. I'm still coming down from my adrenaline. Like I was pacing the whole time watching that match.
Bro, I was
I couldn't
standing
sit
up.
still. I couldn't sit still. And my heart is just now coming down from it because, bro, what a main event, Vincent.
So I saw someone on Twitter say this was the greatest WrestleMania match ever.
So I was gonna ask you, is this the greatest WrestleMania? I was gonna say main event, but I guess yeah. I mean, even if it's the greatest main event, then that would mean it's the greatest match technically. But I guess no, that's not always the case. But is this the greatest main event of WrestleMania history?
I can't
Because I
remember
think
one this wild.
it is 100%.
I'll say I can't. I wish I could tell you. That was this one was a good one. I can't tell you a time where it was like that.
WrestleMania 40 Night 2 to me is the greatest WrestleMania main event of all time.
Hey, bro, what did the kids say now, bro? Cinema.
Yeah, it was cinema. That it had everything you could want in a match, bro. It had everything you could ever want in a match. Roman and Cody to start off with were great. The chemistry that they have, I felt like was good. Roman was fantastic. Everything he was doing to work the crowd, to piss off the crowd was fantastic. His little shit talk that he was saying was fantastic. Everything was fantastic. And then when you start getting to the bloodline coming in, right? You start getting into the surprises that we get. Not only did we get the typical surprise bloodline people that we usually have, we got people that we grew up watching come in. We got to see John Cena. We got to see The Undertaker come.
Oh, I'm going to say right now, bro. The shirt you're wearing right now, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah.
Couldn't make it. So who do they have to call? This man.
Yeah.
And Taker does not say no to the WWE, bro.
So
I truly believe that. As soon as it was done, I thought, damn, they couldn't get Steve. So they said, screw it, Taker, you're in the building. Get your ass under the ring.
Yeah. I truly thought it was going to be Stone Cold, and I'm not going to lie, I would have preferred it to be Stone Cold just because the history of Stone Cold and The Rock, right? Like you would say that them two were each other's biggest rivals.
100%.
So to see Stone Cold come back for that, I preferred that, but don't get me wrong, bro. When I heard that, dong, I said, no fucking way. I said, oh my God.
So right when Cena came out, because we were texting back and forth the whole match, and when Solo appeared, that's when it just clicked. Even though we've been saying, Cena and Stone Cold, it just clicked. I'm like, bro. I looked at Emily and I was like, Solo beat Cena. So who's going to be the one to come fight Solo? Cena. And then you said the same thing. Yep, it's going to be Cena. And then sure enough, his music hit. And then that's when The Rock. And then they had their little standoff. And I was like, oh my God.
I told Teresa, my wife, I said, babe, I never thought, granted, it was just a little like 10-second little action sequence that we got between the two. but I never thought we would see The Rock and John Cena ever come into a physical altercation again. And I know it was only like a 10-second little physical altercation, but I was so hype, bro. I was so hype.
Yep.
Man, I mean, I know we're on a high right now, but as of right now, I can't think of another match that made me feel this way at WrestleMania. Even when we were there. You recorded what?
Oh, so when Cena got in the ring or whatever, and they were having a face off, I instantly started recording. I was like, because I know that pop is going to be so legendary just to see. So I started recording. And then you hear, Echo, Lima, all this stuff, bro. And me and Emily just looked at each other and she goes, what if it's Dean Ambrose? What if it's John Moxley? And I was like, oh my gosh, could you imagine, bro? And then it was Seth or whatever. Just a quick little thing for him. The Rock over here about to whoop Cody. And bro, when that gong hit, I just go, oh my gosh. And I had it all on the recording. And I was losing my shit inside.
Yeah, dude, I just emotionally right now, I just feel at an all-time high as far as anything that WWE related that I've seen. And like I said, we were at 38 and we were ecstatic. We were ecstatic the whole time. It felt like it was a great night. We hold WrestleMania at 38 super high. I mean, we thought it was better than 39.
Yeah.
But I'll just say, based off these two main events at WrestleMania 40 was better than 39 for sure.
Oh, yes. Yes, I definitely agree.
It was better than 39 for sure. 38 as a whole, I think, was better. But main event wise, 40, nothing comes close to 40, bro. Both nights, main events of 40 were fantastic.
Just the match with Cody and Roman tonight, dude. You said it. It had everything you wanted. The back and forth between them two, the shit talking, like you said, with Roman, Cody, tuning himself up, and then Roman just to put him back down, and vice versa. Roman getting the upper hand just for Cody to kick out every single time. Bro, I was dying when he hit the Cody cutter, or no, when not the Cody cutter. What is it called? Or was it the Cody cutter?
What are you talking about?
When Roman did Cody's move. Yeah.
Oh,
and then he kicked out. No, Cody Cutter's when he does off the ropes.
Yes.
Nonetheless, when he did his move, I can't believe I forgot it. What you
I can look it up real quick.
Okay, but all I know is he's over here talking. That move sucks.
It was great. His shit talking was great, bro. It was great. What's Cody Rhodes?
It was so good.
We look like idiots not knowing his final move. Crossroads. What a fucking dummy. What a fucking dummy. I can't believe I forgot that.
Same.
Yes,
bro. We just
when he did the crossroads. Yeah, when he did the crossroads, it was so. And he goes, "What do you say?" He goes, "That move never puts anybody away," or some shit like that. He said,
that move sucks, bro.
Yeah,
yeah, bro, it was so good. And first off, with Bloodline rules, my expectations for the match were Bloodline's legit going to walk out with Roman. And anytime Cody, got thrown out the ring, they were going to whoop that boy's ass. And it was just going to be like that. And then finally you'd see probably Seth and Jay come out. And then eventually you would see Cena. And we thought it was going to be Stone Cold. But they kept it solo, just with each other, just one-on-one. Brought in some candlesticks, brought in the table. Did they utilize the table or did they put it back? No, Roman put it back.
Yeah, Roman did put it back.
Roman put it back. But they use the announcement table.
Yes.
First off, bro, I'll say this. I know Roman does that powerbomb already, but him lifting a little bit, I'm like, bro, the last ride suits you, bro. I'm not going to lie. The last ride suits you. It's nice on him.
Yeah. I personally thought, kind of like you, I didn't think that everybody was going to come out with Roman, but I thought eventually the whole bloodline would be out and they would just be beating Cody up. And they would all just be taking turns, beating him up. Then eventually Roman would. And then I thought a whole group of people were going to come out. And then they would all scrap, obviously. And then somehow, some way, right, Cody would end up winning. But I'm okay with the way they did it. Like, yeah, just one person came, then another person came. Then one person came, then another person came.
It's smart because it gets everyone to get their shine and get their pop and soak that in. And as soon as the audience catches their breath, boom, another thing hits.
Yeah. And bro, I'm not gonna lie. I know we're kind of all over the place, sorry, but this main event just happened. So when Jay and Jimmy were fighting, I thought to myself, bro, that would be crazy if one of them fell off because it's high up. And then when Jay tackles Jimmy off the I said, "Oh shit!" Obviously, it was a planned setup, and there was a table there and stuff like that. But I thought, bro, I'm not gonna lie, my heart dropped for a little bit because I thought, "Oh shit!" They went off the stage. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Seeing John Cena come back and whoop Solo's ass was amazing. Just seeing Cena in general was amazing.
Bro, when he did the freaking attitude adjustment to Roman, I thought, oh my gosh.
God, dude, I'm still coming off. So I mean, I know we're talking about the main event.
Let's simmer it down. Yeah, let's talk
let's
about the
simmer
rest
it
of the card.
down.
You want to go back to Saturday?
Well, first, hold on. I just want to ask, how did you feel when you finally saw Cody do the 1, 2, 3, and it was over?
Shit, I'll tell you exactly what I said. Son of a bitch. He did it.
I told my wife Teresa, I said, "Oh my god, it's over." I was like, I know we're part of the Cody crybabies, and we wanted Cody to finish the story, and we wanted Cody to he deserved this spot, right? Versus the Rock and Roman, it deserved to be Cody. And I know we knew he was going to win. We predicted it, and we wanted him to win, like in a way, right? We wanted him to finish the story. But we're both huge Roman Reigns fans, and we both acknowledge him as our tribal chief, and we both acknowledge this title run that he's been on, this legendary run. Like I talked to my brother after WrestleMania. My brother was in middle school when he became champion, and my brother's almost a junior in high school now. Like it just goes to show how long this run has been. And when it was over, like I'm not gonna lie, it hurt me a little bit seeing just the it's just over. Like it's just like that in a split second. It's just over. But at the same time, seeing Cody and his whole family and seeing everybody come out and to celebrate with him, I thought, wow. I thought, gosh, I'm so happy. He's finally done it. He's finally finished his story. So I'm honestly I was torn between it. I was torn just because I was sad to see Roman lose, but I'm also happy for Cody. Like I'm happy Cody won.
That's exactly what I texted you. I was like, bro, I know we're going to be happy with Cody winning, but we both acknowledge Roman, and it's going to suck.
Yeah.
Because we knew it was coming. We really did. It was just getting there, actually watching it live. But
and
I'm happy, but at the same time, I'm just fucking bummed.
I think it's also just because like I think Roman's gonna go away for a while.
Yeah.
And part of that makes me sad as well. And I just know like we're not gonna see The Rock for a while. You know, like it's been such an eventful 6 weeks or however long it was that we've been on this road to WrestleMania. And
since January.
And now it's just over. And yeah, it's just a lot of emotions. But yeah, let's get into the whole WrestleMania weekend, right? So Saturday was night 1 of WrestleMania. We watched it together. I think we both kind of felt the same. We kind of felt like it was very underwhelming up until we got to that main event.
First off, they started the night off strong. Mommy versus the Man,
Becky Lynch
for the championship, and like we predicted, Rhea would win, and she did. Good match, honestly.
It was a good match, and I watched highlights back today actually, and because one of our biggest complaints was the crowd, right? We thought the crowd was such a letdown night 1, and when I'm watching the Rhea and Becky highlights, the crowd is into it. I think to start off they were into it, but I mean we saw multiple people say how freezing it was there, and maybe it just was by the time as we got on through the night, maybe it was just because everyone was just like frozen, bro. Maybe that's why.
Probably
because the crowd was there for Rhea and Becky's match. I watched the highlights today and I thought, what? Like, I don't remember the crowd being like this.
Neither do I. But then again, we were doing the pizzas in the back too.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
So we probably just weren't seeing them.
So night 1, yeah. I mean, for me, I'm torn because first off, the card flew by both nights.
Yes.
I feel like both
very
nights.
much so. We're so used to WrestleMania ending at 11. Like technically for us right now, it's 10:25 just as of this recording.
It'd still be going.
We'd still be watching it.
Right.
We'd be watching the main event right now.
Yeah. And so the whole card flew by for me. So I'm trying to think of like a nice way to put it. And in my honest opinion, I feel like none of the matches were really memorable, um, other than the main events, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
I
that
don't know
makes
if
sense
I don't know if you
completely.
feel the same way. Um, like I know Becky and Rhea was a decent match. I know the ladder match had some exciting spots. Um, Dom in the LWO versus Santos Escobar and Dom. That match to me unmemorable. We talk about what other matches were there night one.
You had why am I blanking?
Jade Bianca versus Damage Control.
Yeah, Jimmy
Unmemorable.
and Jay.
Jimmy and Jay, such a letdown, right?
But okay,
Like,
okay, hold on. Let's pause on that.
yeah, go ahead.
WrestleMania is over. Is Jimmy and Jay the biggest letdown of WrestleMania?
Out of all the matches, yes, I
Yeah,
feel
I
so.
agree.
Yep.
Yeah,
The
there's so much potential.
both main events live to the hype, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Bailey and Io Sky live to the hype, in my opinion. Becky and Rhea, it's unmemorable to me, but it lived to the hype of what we thought it was going to be. Seth and Drew was exciting.
Oh my god! Oh my gosh!
To start the night off, what a way to start the night off. Yeah,
WrestleMania night 2, and you start off with Seth and Drew. And first off, bell ring or having before the bell rings, right? Claymore kick instantly, bro.
yeah. So I thought, no way, it ends right there. But anyways, so yes, out of all the matches, the expectations that I had for Jimmy and Jay, that match out of every single match could have benefited the most from being a street fight, just because they have the same move set. So you need to add other elements in for them to get some hits in, to get some licks in. That was the biggest letdown for me. That match, Jimmy and Jay. Just super kicks nonstop. Remember when super kicks used to be meaning? Like Shawn Michaels' super kick was, as soon as that shit hit, it was 1, 2, 3 over. Now everybody does super kicks, and now the Usos have just made the super kick it's like a punch. It's like a punch now.
Yeah.
They were just super kicking each other back and forth, and
it's just a power strike.
Yep. So that match was a big letdown. So night one wasn't very memorable to me as far as like other matches until the main event. The main event, night one. You want to talk about the main event, night one?
Yeah. So the main event for night one, we had the tag team, the biggest tag team match, with Cody and Seth Rollins versus the Bloodline. You have The Rock and Roman Reigns. And first off, each one of those, no matter how you pair them, any 4 of those superstars against each other, big box office right there. But you have Cody and Seth as a team, Rock and Roman as a team, and you have them face off against each other in a tag team match. And not only that, a very, very all over the place match. Like
it was a car wreck. It was a beautiful car wreck. It was everything we could want in a tag team main event match. Like it started off a little slow, but I think that's because it's amazing seeing them 4 in the ring together as it is. Like the fact that we didn't get a holy shit or this is awesome chant when they were just staring each other down. I felt like, why is no one appreciating this? So it did start off a little slow as far as like the action, but once the action got going, bro, it was nonstop.
Yeah, I mean, we've been saying it on the past couple episodes. It's history. So just watching that live, it was complete history to see those 4 men in the ring, and they were soaking it all in. Yes, you're right. It sucks we didn't get any chance from the crowd, but you're probably definitely right. They were freezing out there, especially with that wind in Philly.
Right.
But nonetheless, we witnessed something insane. And I give it to The Rock, dude. People on social media were like, bro, he's going to be a little slow for this one. Roman's going to have to do everything. Bro, The Rock went for it. Some great sells there too.
He did great.
What you call it? Whenever Rock and Seth went out into the crowd, and then Roman and Cody went all the way up on stage. Whether he had 2 cameras on them watching both of them go out, I thought, oh my gosh, this is great.
Mm-hmm. It was fantastic. The Rock, what is he, 51?
Let me look that up.
The Rock.
I want to think so.
He's been gone, what, 8 years or so? For him being gone 8 years, he lived up to the expectations, and I think he even exceeded them, in my opinion.
51 years old.
51 years old. He lived up to the expectations and he even exceeded them, in my opinion, bro. That he did fantastic. He looked like he hadn't even skipped a beat. And I know that's the hard work that he's put in. What they said he had a 12-week training camp or something like that. I
Yeah,
don't know.
he
Maybe it's
flew
not 12
multiple
weeks.
wrestlers out to go help him out. He said, even in the press conference, he said he had a ring in Hawaii, a ring in California, a ring in Georgia. He
Mhm.
said no matter where he went, he always had a wrestling ring there because he constantly trained and trained and trained.
He did fantastic. His sales, I felt like his timing, everything about it was on point, in my opinion.
It was The
It was
Rock. Like,
it was a tag match, so it was safe for a safe way to not keep him busy, right? Not keep him in the ring 24/7. But it was great. The authority figure, right, that he has, like the ref starts counting when they're out, and he says, "If you count, I'll fire you right now." Like The Rock doesn't play. That whole aspect, it was pretty much a no disqualification match just because The Rock was doing all these things, and
he's the boss, bro.
you couldn't tell him shit. The ref was literally pointless there. He was just there to count 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. I felt like that was just like it's not Charles Robinson in the main event. It was just there just to count. That's it.
Seth Rollins and Cody were fantastic in that match. Roman Reigns.
Let's discuss him, bro.
I just can't tell you enough how much I love Roman Reigns, bro.
Yeah.
We talked about it when he came out. This looked like 2020, 2021 Roman Reigns. Lean cut Roman Reigns. I mean, he's always been in shape, right? Even recently, but he's never been like, or has been, but lately he hasn't been as lean and ripped as he was for WrestleMania 40.
This boy was yoked.
He had the 6-packs, abs showing. Dude, he's fantastic. I love Roman Reigns. Him in the ring,
bro, his aura, bro.
I don't know how to explain it. Like, I just don't know. I can't name you anybody else that is like that, really. Like, I guess The Rock, right?
I was going to say
his
cousin, bro.
I guess The Rock would be comparable, but man, I mean, so the Roman was great. The main event, night one, to me, lived up to the hype. I thought it was fantastic. The Rock with the belt at the end. There was multiple times where I thought, oh shit, Cody and Seth are gonna win this.
Yeah.
There was
a couple close ones.
Yeah, and I thought, wow, we are really not getting Bloodline rules night two. It was great. I thought night one was great, and I thought night one saved it, in my opinion, because like I said, every match in night one to me is kind of unmemorable. I guess the most other memorable match would be the tag match from night one for me, just because we got that awesome moment with Truth winning the tag titles. Truth.
Okay, the tag ladder match. Okay,
yeah. But the tag, or sorry, I guess I should specify. Yes, the ladder match was the only other memorable match to me, in my opinion, from night one.
It was a fun match. The tag team ladder match, the 6-man tag team ladder match, or whatever, or a 16.
So we finally got what we wanted. We got the tag title split up. We got A-Town Down Under winning the SmackDown tag titles, and we got Awesome Truth winning the Raw tag titles. Are you happy with the choices of who they picked to win the tag team championships?
Yep.
That's who we predicted. We predicted them spot on. We said if the tag titles get split up, A-Town Down Under is winning and Awesome Truth is winning. I'm happy as well. I'm just glad that they're split up, honestly. So,
bro, just first off, we knew Truth was going to do some funny shit, bro.
He's great.
They said that he made history by being the first WWE superstar getting a tag during a ladder match, a tag team ladder match.
And he got the pin, bro. and he pinned.
Doing John Cena's attitude adjustment, bro.
Truth is great. I'm happy that they got the tag titles. So let me lead into this. Unless you have anything else to add to night one, I don't know. So Judgment Day loses the tag titles, and we think Judgment Day back to square one, bro. Where do they go from here? They lost the tag titles, and Rhea's the only one that won night one at WrestleMania. We're kind of expecting Damian to cash in, but even if he does, we expect him to lose.
Yeah.
This dude, in an instant, brings the Judgment Day back to new heights, back to the top of WWE. They now have the World Heavyweight Champion and the Women's World Heavyweight Champion. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's what the title's called, but so now Damian and Rhea are the other champions on Raw.
Yeah. basically, or I mean, from the results of Seth versus Drew. Drew McIntyre, like we predicted, would win between them two in a good match,
It
honestly.
was an entertaining match.
A very entertaining match between them two. Drew taking a Twitter break.
Yeah.
What did he say? Bored at work, LOL.
Yeah.
he went to his wife, fiance,
Yeah.
girlfriend, whatever, tweeted from her phone. That was a great moment. His interaction with Punk, great moment as well. Won the title. Not gonna lie, very happy for Drew. I thought, yep, and even Seth said it. You deserved it. You deserve this. Good job. And then Punk, bro, when Drew's celebrating on the announcement table, he sweeped his leg, took the cast off, hit him with it. And I'm gonna say this, bro. Damian Priest saw all the tweets. He saw all the shit talking from night one because everyone said Damian Priest must have been asleep. He must have not watched the rest of night one. He is the dumbest Money in the Bank holder ever because he could have had Seth Rollins after the main event. He waited. He waited for his time, and smart man because he
proved us all wrong.
Yeah, bro, we could barely even celebrate with Drew. We barely even celebrated with this man. And bro, I saw the tweet saying Damian lived up to the memes or whatever because Judgment Day always interrupts, and sure enough.
Yep. So we predicted Drew to win, but we did predict Damian to cash in, and we predicted it to be a failed cash in. Personally, I just didn't think that they'd give the title to Drew and it would end just like that, right? Like I thought if any, maybe Seth wins, and that's how Damian would cash in. I didn't expect it to be Drew just won the World Heavyweight Championship, ending and then loses it like that. But that's what we got. And
I was losing my mind.
What an exciting way to start night two of WrestleMania. It was great, and I was shocked that he came out. I thought we were gonna get this moment between Punk and Drew, but just like that, Judgment Day is back on top, bro.
Back on top. And I'll say this: I've seen Twitter talk about this before. Our referees no longer dumb referees, bro. Before we grew up, when anyone cashed in, they'd always be like, "Are you sure?" They'd be like, "What are you trying to do?" "I'm trying to cash in." "Are you sure?" Bro, as soon as he said, "I'm cashing this in right now," and instantly Samantha Irvin was on the mic. Damian Priest is cashing in the Money in the Bank. The Money in the Bank briefcase, and this is it. And then boom, instantly done. I thought, good, bro. Just get in for it. Go for it.
Since you mentioned her, like I said, I know we're kind of all over the place, but WrestleMania just ended, and we're just coming off a high right now. Since you mentioned her, let's also give Samantha her due, bro. Samantha did a fantastic job announcing both nights of WrestleMania. When Cody won, when she announced, did you hear how choked up she was?
She was choked. She was crying, bro.
She was so emotionally invested,
and I loved
that match, and it was fantastic. Samantha did an amazing job announcing both nights. She had that big fight feel, and all of her announcements, but especially the main events of night one and night two. The way she announced it just gave it that big fight feel. Like it's almost like a big UFC fight that we were watching. She did great.
Yeah. You know when else she had that feel or that sound, bro? Match we forgot to mention for night one. Sammy and Gunther.
Yeah, so that just goes to show how I mean I may get ripped for that, but that just goes to show like I didn't feel
we both forgot it. It's not just you, bro.
It just goes to show how I just feel like none of the matches were very memorable from night one for me. And maybe that's because I was looking so forward to the main events. I don't know, but yeah, with Sami Zayn ended Gunther's run. What was it? It was 666 days. They ended it right there. Bro. Yeah. Good for Sammy. I mean, we predicted Gunther to win. But good for Sammy. Personally,
first off, bro. Hey, forget everyone decided to go instantly to all our reaction videos, all our prediction videos that we post on TikTok. That's the one they want to go straight to. Who's here after the match? Yeah, right, bro. But yeah, you didn't go comment and saying, "Hey, good pick, guys.
Right.
Good pick."
Well, not only that, they weren't saying Sammy to begin with. They waited to see if Sammy won, and then they went to the tweet. If you were that confident in Sammy, you would have said that earlier. Yeah. So how do you feel about that? Are you happy that Sammy beat Gunther?
I truly, just like when we did our prediction video, I did not see that coming. I didn't.
Yeah.
Happy. Yeah, I mean, good for Sammy or whatever. I mean, they kept on doing the underdog,
the whole Rocky story,
the underdog thing or whatever. Yes, and then I'm telling you, I said it when we were sitting down at your house. As soon as he saw KO, or no, as soon as Chad told him, "I'm not going out with you, but remember, you owe me." I looked at you and said, "Oh my gosh, bro, Sammy's winning. Sammy's winning. Why?
did say
Because
that.
Gunther he just told Sammy, Chad just told Sammy, you owe me. All that means is once you get that title, I get to be your first opponent." And you're like, "No, wait, bro, stop." Stop. And I was like, "No, bro." I was like, "Oh my gosh, they're doing." And then once KO said, "Go get him, go get him," and I was like, "Oh my gosh, he's winning." Holy hell.
Personally, when I saw him talk to his wife and son, and then he said he didn't want his son to see this, personally, I thought, oh, Gunther's gonna beat the fuck out of him.
Yeah, we both said that. Yeah.
I thought Gunther's finna beat him to a pulp. I thought this is gonna be one of those dominating ass wins.
Mm-hmm.
And no, I mean, so the match was going that way, but then Sammy pulls off this amazing comeback and gets the dub. Pulls out a move that El Generico, or his mask character that he has, apparently used that
The Brain Buster, right?
The Brain Buster, yeah. And he gets the job done. Personally, I okay with Sammy doing it, just because I think if not Sammy, then who? There wasn't really anybody that right now, at least, I feel like could beat Gunther. Sammy's an established name. Sammy, fans love Sammy. I just didn't think they were going to do it, just because I thought a lot of people were pissed that it wasn't Chad. A lot of people wanted Chad. So I thought, you know what, Gunther's going to win. Maybe they run it back in a triple threat match, something like that. But I think also WWE's ready for Gunther to hit the main roster, he's on the main, hit the main title scene is what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're ready for him to hit the main title scene, and I think that's probably why they pulled the trigger on it.
Okay, so now this, because we really said, I'm pretty sure both of us said it. All right, now Gunther's going to go after Drew. When Drew wins, he's going to go after Drew, and that's going to be some good matches. But now, who's he going to go after, bro? Is he going to go after Cody, or is he going to go after?
So he's on Raw, so technically it would be Damian, right? But Triple H said that the draft is coming up.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was about to say next. But the draft is coming. I mean, who knows where he's going to go next?
I told my brother today, Cody will probably be on SmackDown for like a month or so, and then the next time the draft hits, the titles will flip.
How long do you think Cody's going to hold that belt? I personally could see a year.
I could see around a year or so. He's definitely not holding it as long as Roman.
Oh no.
But I could see a year. He's gonna
I feel like a year is a good, respectable reason to have 2 years in a row fighting for this title, and you could just get a good year out the way. Now, who takes him? Who takes that title next?
It's got to be Randy.
Oh, bro,
it's got to be Randy. You got to run that. You got to run that.
Out of respect.
You have to run that. There's so much that the story makes sense there. But anyways, that's another topic for another day. So night 2 WrestleMania. What's better for you, night 1 or night 2?
Okay, so I saw Rhea night 1. That was good, bro. We saw Jade night 1. That was really good too. Then we had the amazing tag team match at the end. I don't know, honestly.
Me personally, I feel like
one was pretty damn fun.
Me personally, I feel like the quality of the matches in night 2 was better. So I'm gonna go to night 2. And just because the main event was the greatest of all time. So
yeah,
I gotta go night 1. Or not night 2, sorry. I gotta go night 2. The main event of night 2 to me was the greatest main event of all time. So and we also had some good matches. So let's get into night 2, right? So we talked about Drew already.
To open the night up, and then instantly right after that we had the Street Profits versus the Final Testament.
Final Testament. Yep, Final Testament.
In
that match kind of felt forced a little. Like, I don't know what the vibe was in that match, but I mean, hey, Street Profits and Bobby Lashley got the win. I'm glad they were on the card.
Snoop commentating. and Bubba Ray.
Yeah.
Dudley as a special guest referee. Didn't see that coming.
That was great. This one guy commented on our YouTube video. I don't know if you saw of the prediction of that match, and he was coming at me for saying that the Street Profits and the Pride is their name, right? He was coming at me saying that they wouldn't make the Final Testament lose, even because they're a brand new group. And I told him, I said, I commented back, and I was like, well, first off, the Pride is also a pretty new group, right?
Yeah.
They've been along longer than Final Testament, but not much. And they weren't even on TV for a while till they started beefing with the Final Testament. So I said that. And then after the Final Testament won, I went back to the video and I was like, what were you saying, buddy? Or I said something like that. So yeah, we got the Pride winning. That was good. And then what was the third match that we had? LA Knight and AJ Styles. Pretty decent.
Yeah.
It was decent. And then I'm glad LA got the win. But then we get to Logan.
Yeah, Logan,
KO, and Randy and KO. That was a pretty solid match, I thought, in my opinion, as well. We got to see Speed get RKO'd.
Bro, yeah. I thought to myself, I texted you, I was like, bro, wow, Jake Paul's inside that prime bottle.
I didn't think it was Jake. I told my wife whenever they were walking down the ramp, I was like, babe, I hope that's Jake. And then I saw him and I was like, oh, wait. I was like, that's not Jake. I thought it was KSI just because his arms were smaller. Because Jake's young, bro. Jake's a big dude. Yeah. So as soon as I saw who was in, I was like, okay, that's not Jake. You think Logan was probably like, shit, I can't put either Jake or KSI in there just because I don't want them to get mad. So I'll put Speed in there maybe.
No, I bet
he's just trying to keep it fresh and
just keep it fresh. People. I mean, he's used KSI before.
Yeah, he's used Jake,
and he's also had Jake come out to help him out before. So he just saw, all right, I've already used both of them. Now just let's continue to find someone.
Yeah,
and then next time he's going to use Bradley Martin or something. I don't know, bro.
And then we got Bailey and Io Sky. That was a pretty good match.
Very good match. Yeah,
the crowd was for Bailey 100%, bro. Did you hear them singing
They're singing her song, bro. Yeah,
or that Bailey or something. However it goes. I want to know.
Would you be my girl?
Yeah. Yes. I was so happy to see Bailey get the W, bro.
Her new haircut.
Yeah. She showed up with a new haircut. I told my wife. I told her I was like, babe, it's just crazy because Bailey's been around for so long, and this is her first WrestleMania match.
Yeah, so Emily said too. She was like, "This is her first singles WrestleMania,"
which is insane to think about because she's a she's part of the 4 horsewomen.
Mm-hmm.
How many moments have we gotten by Charlotte and
Becky
and Becky and Sasha at WrestleMania, and we haven't gotten any from Bailey?
It's insane.
It's just crazy to think about.
Like we kept on saying during the leading up to this night, Bailey's gonna get her flowers. She got them.
Yeah. Good for her. I'm happy. I was surprised though that we got no interference.
Yeah, none from Damage Control. And then I even told you, I was like, bro, I thought Damage Control was going to walk out with Io all the way down to the ring, and then eventually Bianca, Naomi, and Jade would come and interfere, or not interfere, but help. But no, that didn't happen.
No. So then we get back to we're back at the main event.
All roads lead back.
Yeah, and
dude, I'm telling you right now, oh my gosh, bro. When this dude's gong went off, I thought, what the hell are you doing here, bro? But at the same time, you know me, bro. I'm never going to complain about Undertaker being there.
It was just, I know we already talked about it, but like, I'm on an emotional high right now, and to me right now, it feels like I just can't think of another moment that made me feel the way I felt in that match. Like, I can't think of another match.
So I saw this tweet earlier. I don't know if I'll be able to find it again, but it was saying every decade, bro, every WrestleMania 10, you had Brett or whatever, and then he had a big celebration inside the ring. WrestleMania 20, you had a certain individual.
Yeah.
When that one had a big celebration in the ring,
right.
you know.
Yeah.
And then WrestleMania 30, you had the Yes Movement, bro. You had Daniel Bryan.
Mm-hmm.
And then WrestleMania 40, you have Cody Rhodes finishing the story. I just thought, bro, duh, bro.
I saw a tweet too that I want to bring up. And it's so we got Seth Rollins, right? He came out to the Shield music.
Right, he was so hurt, bro.
Yeah, and so we get the scene where he's in a corner and Cody Rhodes is in the corner. And Roman Reigns arguably can finish the match right there, right? If he just goes after Cody. But no, he sees the chair and he hits Seth like Seth did back in the day when Seth betrayed him. And that allows Cody to regroup and then ultimately finish the story. So the tweet, I think I sent it to you actually, and it's Roman Reigns. Oh, I think I sent it to you. Hold on. Roman lost. This is by I don't know, some user. Roman lost it all because he still couldn't get over Seth. He's still traumatized. This is so poetic. And yeah, he was still so pissed at Seth that he focused on Seth, and that allowed Cody to finish the story.
You hear him talk about it in the documentary, the A&E
Right.
biography. He talked about
Mhm.
that moment too. That it hurt him, bro.
Yeah. Yep. So
Bro, it was all there for us. We knew it.
what storytelling, dude? What
Yeah.
storytelling?
Cinema.
Yeah, cinema, man. It was a great first WrestleMania under Triple H.
Let's call it what it is, bro. First off, tonight, Stephanie McMahon showed up. That was
Yeah.
surprising. What's funny is
Yeah.
my parents came over and they watched it all the way up to LA with us. And me and Emily were both informing them this is the first WrestleMania without a McMahon. No Vince, no Steph, no Shane, nothing. They're out. They're gone.
Even
And
Steph
literally, as soon as that happened, they said, "Please welcome Stephanie McMahon." And then my brother goes, "You were saying?" I was like, "Oh shit."
even Stephanie buried her dad. It felt like this whole weekend they were kind of throwing shots at Vince, kind of letting everybody know he's not around. This is Triple H thing.
Yeah, this is the call it what it is, bro. And I think I personally, bro, this name's gonna stick. This is the Paul Levesque era, bro.
and yeah, she said like she pretty much made it known too that this is the Paul Levesque era. And what a way to start, dude. What a way to start. I mean, like we said, and I've said multiple times, at what point do we start having to consider Triple H the GOAT, bro? At what point can we combine his wrestling achievements with these achievements? And you can't deny what he's done for WWE. I'm sure there's some people that will never do that because they'll always separate the two. They'll always separate wrestling achievements versus like anything you do after being a wrestler. But Triple H is one of the only people that we grew up watching that has stayed in WWE. He never went Hollywood. He never left to go do shit. Like, yeah, I guess
Bro,
he's been at a
unfortunately,
couple.
the chaperone didn't hit, bro. Damn.
He never left to go do shit. He's been WWE through and through. And now look at where we're at, bro. So
Yeah, we're in some of the best times right now to be a WWE fan, bro.
eventually, I think we're gonna have to look at just overall impact as a whole to WWE, and we're gonna get to a point where you just can't deny Triple H.
Yeah, bro. I'm gonna need my boy Nico to come out with a whole 5-minute video like he does, bro. Let's talk about Paul Levesque, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, bro. We going to need it.
He's changed the game. He's revolutionized it. Like he's just completely changed the game.
Right. He said it's time to play the game.
And I can tell your dad jokes are coming in.
Yeah, bro.
So I mean, you want to keep talking about Mania, or you want to touch on the Hall of Fame a little bit?
Yeah, bro. The thing that kicked off WrestleMania weekend, we had SmackDown on Friday, and then we had one of the best Hall of Fame speeches I've ever seen, bro. I loved it. Paul Heyman, legendary manager, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Legendary figure in WWE, was finally inducted into the Hall of Fame, rightfully so, Philly, home of ECW. And yeah, dude, he opened the Hall of Fame up with a great speech. What did he say? He didn't write anything down. This is all top of the dome.
I believed him when he said that. I thought, dude, I 100%. If there's anyone that would say that, and I believe it's Paul Heyman, you just know, he just knows what to say, bro. He's arguably the best. I guess you could call him a performer because he's still in character, right? Like he still plays a character. So you could argue that out of anyone that's grabbed a mic and talked in the ring, Paul Heyman is the best. You could argue that.
Yeah, I've always said, bro, his wrestling IQ, even not as a wrestler, top notch, bro.
Yeah.
Top notch. I use his mind against a lot of people in the business, and I still think he'd outsmart them.
Yeah. So yeah, he gave us a great speech. He pretty much owned it that you're damn right I deserve it. He deserves to be in that spot. And it was
and
great,
also
man.
he gave Triple H his flowers.
Yep.
He gave him his due.
Yep. He gave Triple H his flowers. And it's just crazy. I was telling you, like, I think this is the first Hall of Fame where it hit me where the people that we are watching now are the old heads. They're that we grew up watching.
Yeah.
Are the old hits. Like I know Undertaker's been inducted. I know there's been other wrestlers that we watched growing up that have been inducted, but this one was the first one that hit me where I thought, damn, Paul Heyman's been around wrestling since I started watching, and he's
Does this
for
one
real
have
in the
that?
Hall of
Did
Fame
Ray
right
have
now.
impact on you?
No, he didn't. I don't know why. And I grew up watching Ray. I grew up watching The Undertaker, but I don't know. Paul Heyman is the first one where it genuinely hit me where I told Teresa, my wife, I told her, it's just crazy. Like the people that we grew up with are now the old heads. Like the Hall of Fame before, when I was younger, they were wrestlers that I didn't really vibe with because I didn't watch them growing up. But now it's people that we watched growing up. Isn't that like, that's just crazy?
And sad to say, I mean, it's just going to be like that from now on. We're just going to
Yeah.
constantly see nothing but our childhood superstars being inducted.
Yep.
And it's going to suck, bro.
Yeah.
It's going to
But Paul
suck, but
Heyman,
it's going to be rightfully earned.
Paul Heyman went in with the bang, though, bro. Gave a crazy ass speech. Let some expletives out. Anything that the company told him, hey, don't talk about. This dude talked about it.
Yeah.
He brought up Brock.
Oh my gosh, dude. What do you say? The 1 in 21 Brock Lesnar. When he said that, the crowd, you could tell, was mixed. I feel like half of them were like, yeah, and the other half were like, oh, like they didn't know how to feel about it. And then he's continually he said Brock a couple more times or whatever. And I mean, but at the same time, why wouldn't he?
I'm honestly glad he did. Paul Heyman, his run is Brock Lesnar. You can't just Brock Lesnar is one of those people that it's very hard to just erase, especially since he's the one who ended the Undertaker streak, right? So, but when you think of Brock Lesnar, you automatically think of Paul Heyman, in my opinion. That's even when I think of Paul Heyman, I think of the biggest Paul Heyman guy to me, in my opinion, is Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
We've gotten magic with him and Roman Reigns, but when I think of the ultimate Paul Heyman guy, I think of Brock Lesnar.
Yep.
And
I mean, that we grew up with him, and then even when we started getting older, he was still with Brock.
Yep. So, yeah, the fact that he mentioned him, I thought, I'm glad you're not trying to avoid it, just because it's something that you just can't avoid, in my opinion. The Paul Heyman career, especially in WWE, Brock Lesnar's been in majority of it. So, and I grew up that's when I started, bro. I started and Brock Lesnar was with Paul Heyman. So like that's what I remember. And I remember Paul Heyman being the general manager of SmackDown for a while. And then I remember when Brock Lesnar came back and Paul Heyman was with him. I remember when Paul Heyman was with CM Punk. I remember when Paul Heyman brought ECW back, and I was pissed because I thought, who are these motherfuckers beating up John Cena? Like I thought, who are these hoodlums who be coming in here doing this shit? So yeah, it was great, dude. Paul Heyman deserved every bit of it, and let's just talk about his emotion in tonight's match as well. Did you see his facial expressions?
Yeah,
I loved it because
he's so good. He's so good at telling stories just by his face. You're right, his emotions, dude.
I love it because when Roman's on the offense, Paul Heyman's like yeah, like tribal chief, and then whenever Roman takes some damage, Paul Heyman,
Paul be in the back.
He acts like Roman's dying, bro. Like he's so great at what he does, and yeah, I mean, Paul Heyman was just one of the highlights of this WrestleMania weekend, dude.
I was laughing because Roman did 2 pinfalls or whatever. He goes, the first one was 2. This one was 2.5. You're getting closer.
Yeah.
I was like, yes, sir, bro.
So, yeah, man, it was ultimately a great weekend. So let me ask you this: would you say this WrestleMania was obviously we said it was better than 39, but me and you went to 38, WrestleMania Dallas. Do you think this WrestleMania was better than WrestleMania 38? Because WrestleMania 38 holds a special place in your heart as well, because that's when Undertaker got inducted to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, bro. Undertaker got inducted to the Hall of Fame.
You even took a selfie with him.
When I say that was the last thing I expected when I woke up that morning, I mean that shit, bro.
Yeah. So I know that one
WrestleMania 38 is
very
special. First, it's here, bro. Here it is too. It's special because you just said, Undertaker got inducted to the Hall of Fame. It's special because it came back to Dallas. It's special because the matches, we said it earlier, the matches overall was amazing. And bro, it's special because, bro, it was our first time going to an event together like that. It was your first WrestleMania, your first WWE event. So you already started at the tip top, which is insane to me.
Not only that, it was a great WrestleMania. It had all of our childhood wrestlers made an appearance. We got to see Stone Cold have a match. The only one that was missing was John Cena
and The Rock.
Yeah, I guess The Rock. But at that point, I hadn't expected The Rock to come back. Like it wasn't even a thought.
Yeah, we had Triple H put the boots in the ring. We had Vince show up. I mean,
Edge.
We had Edge. We had Ray. We had The Undertaker.
Mm-hmm.
We had Brock.
Stephanie McMahon made an appearance.
Stephanie McMahon popped up.
Yep.
I mean,
we got to see Stone Cold have a match with Kevin Owens. Oh, you already said that?
Insane. No, I don't think I said it yet, but like insane. Like, so it holds a special place. But tonight, everything we saw this past weekend or yesterday and today, I have no idea. Because I want to say yes, that 40 is better just because, bro, we just saw it and I'm just on that high right now. But but I think I'll tell you this, the main events were definitely better than our main events.
Personally, I think I'm taking all biasness out because we were there. So you got to take that out. You got to just look at overall WrestleMania. And I think I look at the whole weekend, right? And I think with Paul Heyman's induction and his speech, and then you add both main events of both nights, both those main events are going to be talked about for forever now, forever in time. And we got to witness that. So I look at both of those, and I just think, how could 40 not be better than 38? The overall WrestleMania card on 38 to me was better, but just these main events alone, it just bumps it past 38 for me.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's something I couldn't even like try to, bro. But you ain't considering. I mean, it's no argument out of me. There's no argument out of me.
It was great. You have anything else you want to add to this main event, to this WrestleMania?
Where do we go from here, bro?
Yeah, there's a lot.
Bro, we didn't even get the announcement for 41.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
We got the announcement for fucking France and Backlash.
Mm-hmm.
What type of bullshit is this? I'm over here thinking, bro, we about to go to Minnesota and Brock Lesnar's going to be inducted, or we're going to go to Vegas. Which one is it going to be? And nothing.
Maybe it's not. Maybe they haven't fully decided yet.
Yeah, maybe.
Let's put it out here right now. We're going to try to go wherever it's at. I just hope, honestly, I kind of hope it's
going to be expensive, bro.
I was going to say, honestly, I kind of hope it's in Minnesota, just because Vegas will be just a hotel and airfare alone. It'll just be ridiculous.
See, I'm glad when you told me yesterday that Minnesota has a closed stadium, because if not, bro, we'd be in the book.
Oh, if Minnesota did not have a closed stadium, I would not go.
Yeah. We'd be cold as hell in Minnesota.
I would not go. If it didn't have a closed stadium. But yeah, we'll see. I want to go to a WrestleMania, dude. I want to try to make it a tradition. Like I saw on Twitter, I think I sent it to you. This dad started taking his son to every single WrestleMania. Like I want to try to do that, and I know it's expensive, but bro, like imagine if you lived through another WrestleMania like this. Like, and to say you were there, like it's just.
And who knows where we may get Rock and Roman next WrestleMania.
That's what I'm thinking.
The Rock at the press conference said, And someone straight up asked, is this it, or do you have something else planned? He goes, maybe. He goes, he goes, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. And yeah, he's going to do some more stuff.
No,
and I think this is going to be his last big run in WWE.
I agree. I think he'll end it. I think he probably ends his career with a match with him and Roman.
What do you think about Triple H saying about Brock that he's not out of WWE? He's just home.
I mean, me and you have been we've been talked about it before. I mean, you even thought Brock was going to induct Paul.
I did.
We've been seeing on social media that, you know, they're starting to market Brock a little bit more. They're starting to not erase his face a little bit more. So people are starting to think, you know, maybe Brock's clear to these allegations. I don't know firsthand. I don't want to say that he's cleared or anything. I'm just saying maybe WWE is finding out that he didn't do these things. I don't know. But he said he's not gone. He's just said he's at home. He said he's not out of WWE. He's not fired from WWE. He's just at home being Brock. So part of that makes me feel like, yeah, dude, I feel like he's going to come back soon. I don't know.
What did Paul Heyman say, bro? His 800-pound gorilla is in Saskatchewan killing stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that what he called him? His gorilla, right?
Something like that. Yeah. He said he was in Saskatchewan killing stuff for his family or something like that.
Yeah, bro. And I believe it.
So yeah, maybe it's one of those things where WWE just said, hey, look, we're honestly good this WrestleMania. We don't really need you. So just
lay low for a little bit.
Yeah, lay low, stay out of the sight, do your thing, and we'll touch back here later. Like maybe it's one of those deals.
They're like, hey, don't call us. We'll call you, bro. Just wait.
Yeah, maybe it's one of those deals. I don't know. But Triple H, yeah, I was very surprised that he said that. But yeah, man. I mean, I'm still on a high.
Great weekend, bro. I hate it's over, but hey, guess what? Thank goodness, bro. We're wrestling fans. There ain't no off season for us. Tomorrow,
it's just, bro. Tomorrow's Monday Night Raw.
Yep. The Raw after Mania, and I know we're going to talk about it our next episode of how crazy the Raw after Mania is going to be.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, but all right, you want to end it there?
Yeah, I have nothing else.
All right, guys. Well, we will see you guys next week, episode 25. I assume we'll probably talk about wrestling. I'm sure there's so many possibilities now to talk about. So yeah, man, I'm still just speechless about what I just saw.
I'm about to say, all I know is I'm about to get after this, go straight on Twitter and just start watching highlights, reading people's stuff, or go on TikTok and start watching people's reactions. That's all I got.
We gotta watch the press conference also.
Yeah, go back and watch the press conference. I need to watch the whole thing.
But alrighty, guys, we'll catch y'all later.
All right, later, guys.